Is it the beast from the deep, creature that's in me? Keep it on the down low, I got it from the king, King Lucifer. Bless my soul, I'm no lubricant, excruciate. He who comes my way, you better watch your step, watch your step. There's a hole that leads straight to hell, that's where I fucking dwell. Better tell your friends that I'm no angel, this is devil given, this is dark talent. I'm no repellent, I'm just a fucking atheist who believes in nothing, but I'm in love with evil. I'm too deep, yes I'm no believer, believe this. Too dark for the heavens, come through emotional vengeance. Avenge me, then you'll feel my dark path, stink you up like dark's breath. Don't cross me, or you lose your soul, D. I am the son of the devil, descendant of the dark saints. Fell from the womb of a bitch, killed her, sacrificed her son to the devil. I dwell the streets of darkness. You can't see me like John Cena from the cemetery. Start a new cartoon, feel my presence. I am no cartoon. The Mayans, I am the best of them.
Death. Death. You shall die in death and despair. Kill. You shall die in death and despair. Death. You shall die in death and despair.
As it was predicted, I'm a cutthroat. Those that look at me see horror. With my left eye I see horrors. They try to connect fake umbilicals, break, disconnect, I dislocate necks. Bloodthirsty wolf packs with canines the size of your grandma's middle finger. Mystic dark thoughts out of the mind of those who and those that think that they can take me out. Fuck dinner, I digested breakfast. My diet causes the strong will to break fast. You look, you cry at blood clot. The devil ain't shit, it's just a stupid puppet controlling the minds of those who are weak-willed. My sickening thoughts is most frightening. Demons deal before I clog up their souls in a jar and feed them to anyone one by one. No prayer can ever work, no spell, no hymn. Got your soul spiritually bleeding.
Death. Death. You shall die in death and despair. Kill. You shall die in death and despair. Death. You shall die in death and despair.
I try to see, but it's like I'm blind. It's weak to unwind. My heart is where I find. A low soul messed up like a bustable sack. Emotional rack, yes I am like a riddle. People don't understand me, feature so bleak, just couldn't words a freak. In my head is where I live in, was the only place I fit in. Nobody be dissing, no one wanted recognition. I've always been a disappointment, even my brother's an opponent. More suicidal than a losing American Idol. I died 5 times, I still came back, cause like a cat I come down live. Swagger, the sharper than a dagger. I prefer to commit murder than be a fake gangster, to be a wankster. Each time that I've released feelings that been hidden within their mind. Releasing secret thoughts that can flow freely for those willing to listen. Release the voice of the monster inside as I let it out. Each time that I release, yes, release.
Death. Death. You shall die in death and despair. Kill. You shall die in death and despair. Death. You shall die in death and despair. Death. Death. You shall die in death and despair. Kill. You shall die in death and despair. Death. You shall die in death and despair. Death. Death. You shall die in death and despair. Kill. You shall die in death and despair. Death. You shall die in death and despair.